Hello, welcome to another white guy with a podcast. Everyone knows that if you truly love something, you eventually have to acknowledge the issues said thing has. To do so, I've decided to bring along someone that I truly deeply love, but I've been having some issues with them recently. It's so nice of you to join me, Mr. Nintendo Switch 2. It's okay, take your time. I get nervous too. I love my Nintendo Switch 2. It has done everything I would want a bigger, more refined, and powerful Switch to do. Mario Kart World is a blast to play with friends, and the open world is the closest I think we're ever going to get to a Mario-style GTA game. Donkey Kong Bonanza is a masterpiece, and the Cyberpunk port is honestly my preferred way to play the game. I'm currently doing my third playthrough all on Switch 2, and I'm also going to be doing my first playthrough of the expansion on Switch 2, but so far it has been really fun.
Stick some iron in your mouth and pull the trigger.
I'm obviously not the only one that's been having fun with the Switch 2. If you just look anywhere on the internet, you're going to find most people having fun with the Switch 2. I'm pretty happy with mine because I actually got a special personalized message from Shigeru Miyamoto during startup.
Hey there, bubs. Miyamoto here. Thank you so much for buying the Switch 2. I had a lot of fun working on that Switch 2. And boy oh boy, it made me hungry. When I was making the Switch 2, I ate 3 hot dogs, 20 cheeseburgers, and 6 Coca-Colas while making that console for the public. Anyways, we are working on a new Mario game where he is going to jump.
I do want to start talking about some of the issues that the Switch 2 has because as much as I love this console, there have been a few things about it that have kept me up at night recently. Starting off with no themes. I'm starting this whole thing out by bringing up some stuff that we've been complaining to Nintendo about for almost a decade now, stuff that is still present on the Nintendo Switch 2, with one of those things being the lack of themes. Where the fuck are the themes, Nintendo? The 3DS had the themes. The DS and DSi sorta had themes with the different user colors. The fucking Wii, that was a theme in itself, dude. You had the channels and everything. And at least, yeah, the Wii U menu was slow as hell. At least it had character. But what does the Switch have? A flashbang. And then something you can actually see. And like I said, this is the same exact situation that we have here in 2026 on the Switch 2. No themes. It's very easy for this to happen. I mean, on the original Switch, modders got custom themes easy. So, what's taking Nintendo forever? Why can't I at least have pink on my Switch home screen? I've been having to put construction paper on my Switch to get a new theme. Nintendo, please release themes. I can't keep going through construction paper like this. Please. It's fully possible for you to add themes. You can still do it and we will still be happy. Just like how it's also fully possible to add menu music. Since the GameCube, Nintendo has always had some kind of musical tune or sound playing in the background of their menu systems, with my favorite being the GameCube's. It just sounds like what you would hear when you're in one of those isolation tanks. I guess Nintendo likes seeing us devoid of musical whimsy because ever since the Switch came out in 2017, there has been no musical tune, sound, whatever you want in both the main menus and the eShop as well. The eShop on the Switch runs much better, yes, but there's just no music. It feels so lonely and cold. But there's one more thing about the eShop that makes it just cold and uninviting. What's going on? This is Editing Bubs. I completely forgot to add this when I was writing the script of this video. The AI slop issue on the eShop is just fucking insane. For a few years now, there has just been
an increase of games on the eShop, bunch of shovelware. Actually, this is beyond shovelware. This is just pure slop, pure trash. It's just flooding the eShop. It's been coming on there since, like, I want to say 2023, 2022, since the AI generation, like image generation, stuff like that, started popping off like crazy. These games are using a shit ton of AI generated photos and like music and all this other crazy shit. Um, it's dumb, and it feels like there's nothing being done about it. The AI slopification of the eShop is insane. I just wish there was more, like, moderation on the Nintendo eShop. I wish they had a better quality assurance in, like, what goes on to the Nintendo eShop. If only during startup it also gave me Miyamoto's phone number. I could text him personally about this.
I can't watch my DVD copy of Robots, which means this thing fucking sucks. This topic's a little tricky because this isn't something that is only relating to Nintendo and the Switch 2. This is something that Sony and Microsoft are also dealing with as well. And that issue is with how expensive games have become this generation. It all started with the launch of the PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles in late 2020, where prices of AAA games went from $60 to $70. Nintendo kind of dipped their toes into this a little bit with the launch of Tears of the Kingdom at $70 in 2023. I personally think that game was worth the $70, but I am a little biased. I really enjoy that game. But fast forward now in June of 2025 with the Switch 2, Mario Kart World cost us $80.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Why? It's just Mario Kart. It's a great game. It's a really good game. But it's Mario Kart.
It's f***ing Mario Kart again!
Then the month after that, they released DK Bonanza for $70. After playing both of these games extensively, I would have been more okay with spending $80 on Donkey Kong than Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is just Mario Kart, dude. The Donkey Kong, at least you can look at Big Monkey. I like Big Monkey. I unfortunately don't see the prices of games going down in the near future, so this is unfortunately a reality I've started to accept, but let us all just hold our hands together and pray that Nintendo never releases another $80 game. But if they do, please don't let it be another fucking Mario Kart. What is a game key card? It's some fucking bullshit. That's what it is. Remember the physical games with these banners on the cover? This means that the game is not on the cartridge. You have to download it to your system from the internet. Game key cards are the exact same thing. And the banner on it's ugly as fuck too. Like, what the hell are we doing? You had an entire generation to fix this. If you're gonna do it again, give us a nice looking banner, dude. The reason a lot of companies made these cartridges on Switch 1 that didn't have anything on it really is because they just wanted to cheap out and get the smallest Switch cartridge size possible, which was 1 gigabyte, I believe, and then they would just have you download the rest of the game. But on Switch 2, the only cartridge size that is available is 64 gigabytes, which costs about, I think, $16 per cartridge to produce. So Nintendo decided to make a game key card, a game key cartridge, where it has literally no data on it. The only thing on it is just a license for that game, and once you pop it into your system, it just starts downloading it from the internet. What's the point of a physical release, or just a physical thing, if that physical thing doesn't have the thing on it? I know me saying this isn't some new discovery. Everybody's been complaining about this with PS4, Xbox One, Switch 1 games just not being all on the cartridge or all on the disc. But something just seems so wrong about game key cards. They are literal waste. That's all game key cartridges are. This is one of the many reasons I love the Cyberpunk port on Switch 2, because it has the entire base game and the expansion all on one 64 gigabyte cartridge. It is beautiful. The only benefit I guess I could see to having a game key card is reselling the game after you're done with it, or buying it cheaper, because usually buying physical games is much cheaper than getting it digitally. But in all honesty, a lot of the game keycard games that I've seen on Switch 2 have been on sale, one, for cheaper, and two, more frequently digitally than I see them at like GameStop or Walmart, for example. I really wish they didn't have game key cards. I, just like millions of other people, am a very big collector of physical video games, and in all honesty, what's the point of displaying something on your shelf if it technically doesn't exist, if it's not there? Like, why do I have my Sonic X Shadow Generations case on my shelf if the cartridge doesn't have the game? These issues I presented today, while they are issues, they are minor to the whole Nintendo Switch 2 package. The Nintendo Switch 2 is a perfect upgrade from the original Switch in almost every way. It's more powerful, more durable, more sleek looking, it's got a better screen, and the vent fumes smell great. These are just some issues that I personally would like to see addressed in the future of the Switch 2's lifespan. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. I would love to hear what issues you have with the Nintendo Switch 2. And I would also love to see you follow me on my Twitter page, because I just tweet random shit sometimes, and I might post a picture of my cat. You like cats? I know you like cats. You're a dog person? I could find a picture of a dog for you. Hell, if you're a penguin person, I got pictures of penguins. I got a lot of pictures of penguins.
This is the power of the Switch 2.